Hello and welcome everyone, Duro here. I haven't posted any Warno content during past week and a half because first, when Season 3 ranked started, there was a connection issue that almost every player was facing, including myself, and as a result I lost like 5 ranked games just because of disconnections. It seems that Eugen finally fixed that, so now I'm able to continue. And the other reason was that I went for week and half long holiday, therefore I was unable to get any content for you. Nevertheless, I'm back. This is one of my very recent Season 3 ranked games. I'm playing on the blue side, and I picked the very broken, and by very broken I mean stupidly broken, new Belgian Div Mob division. My opponent, Tremor, who is actually one of my subscribers, thank you for that, is deploying as one of first Airborne and playing on the red side. Now, I knew that the one of first is not really one of the strongest divs, plus it heavily relies on the choppers, and I knew that his strengths were the Delta Force that can forward deploy. But other than that, there's not much more he can do. So I preemptively deployed with 5 units of Mistrals and then with 2 Recon Alouettes to see what's going on. Now I'm completely spamming these broken M41s. I think I'm bringing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 just at the beginning, maybe too much. I should probably not go into such an overskill, but I just wanted to see this theory, how broken this division is. I wanted to see it myself and to try how stupidly broken it is, because just for 40 points you got a 4 armor and 12 penetration with lower range, but decent accuracy and very high rate of fire. So it's very cheap for what it can do. And then we have Province in M75s, which are better N113s, and I'm also bringing these backline specs, which are basically 20 mils on trucks to deal with his choppers that might get through the Mistrals. Now, he deployed the Phantom too. I haven't played for some long time, so maybe my deployment was quite wrong, and I believe I did many mistakes during this game. Maybe I should come with one of the F-16s, which could probably most likely easily kill this Phantom. He is utilizing his Delta Forces, which are very quickly seizing forward positions. I was surprised he didn't went for these forward positions, but maybe he wanted to play a bit defensive over here. My missiles opened fire on his Phantom, but only one of them hit, as he was able to finish off the second Recon Chopper. So I haven't killed anything yet. He killed 2 of my Recon Choppers, which makes me temporarily blind, but he is actually taking positions exactly where he needs. So what I need to do now is to spam, get through by brute force, which is this division great for, and then slowly take more and more sectors. I actually did not start it with a CV, so now he's getting point advantage, but Tremor forgot to cap the India, which is a huge mistake because it's a 2-point sector. However, he brought commanders to his forward 1-pointers. I never bring the command CV in a chopper variant because that's extremely dangerous. I think one of my mistrals even fire at him as he was leaving the sector. But that's, of course, the question of preferences. So my province is supported by Belgian M113s and M41s are pushing through the middle. As you can see, he has 1, 2 deltas, 1 air rifles, and his own jeeps. But that's not enough. He can't just withstand the power of so many 50 cals. Air rifle dragons managed to kill my AA's back, which was providing quite a good fire support, but you can't really stand a chance against such a massive advantage. Those few squads I sent over here, I forgot about them, so one of the mistakes I did, so they got obliterated. And I'm also started pushing in the left side. He got only the 7.62 machine gun and some air scouts, plus pivots, and the Humvee tow in the backline. There is no chance this can stand the onslaught of my reservists pushed into his sector, supported by M41s, Para-Mistrals, and M113s. Pivots are firing at my province here, but depending on what he could do, he would actually run out of ammo first, then kill all those squads, even if they will be unsupported by the armor. So I don't think he can do much at this moment, and I don't think this was correct decision to bring the ATGM, as he's facing more infantry than the armored targets. Now, I brought 2 M41s, but here in the open they are unsupported, they are blind, can't see anything, and these air rifle dragons are picking them up one by one. So that was another mistake of me. I keep making mistakes on this side. You see, guys, I want to show you that I didn't play for a very long time. I did a lot of mistakes during this game. Tremor played decently, but I still won. Just because this division is broken, and I can just bring a shit ton of units and he would have no answer for that. Especially when one of first lacks any light or medium tanks. He has only Abramses and very expensive ATGMs, which are not very good usage against those cheap units I'm bringing. So these Humvee tows and tow 2 are picking my M41s, but it doesn't really matter. I have just too many of them. He's bringing air rifles in Chinooks to help him hold this 2-point sector, and now I'm taking his sector over here. The question is if he would be able to hold my push over here. He decided to move air rifles to range of the 84, but I moved my M75s just on time to prevent him killing them. Another units are coming as reinforcements, 2 Maxons, which are self-propelled, no, they're actually towed guns, anti-air, but also very good at providing fire support. And I'm also starting to assault his position in the center. Now, there are a lot more units coming, 2 squads of Paras, 2 self-propelled AA guns, 2 Scorpions, 2 Scimitars, and a Fusiliers with RL-83 SPGs. Now, I realize that he is quite entrenched over here, and as these huge squads will not go down very easily, so I think the best idea might be to utilize the cheap Alpha Jet, which comes as 3 per card with 4 almost half a ton bombs Mark 83s that are more than enough to deal with these 4 stacks of his infantry. Even if he now brings his air, it will be too late because the bombs were dropped and it did the job. Some of the squads survived, but they are demoralized and almost dead. Phantom managed to kill both Alpha Jets, but it was worth it because I can now enter into the sector. Over here, as you can see, this is just horde of my units pushing through these buildings inside his sector. I am basically betting on the numerical superiority and nothing else. And this Belgian division has a lot of great fire support units which are extremely cheap. It's just 55 points. This Scimitar is just 55 points as well. This Unimog with 50 cal and Milan is just 35, which is like extremely good deal. And more units are coming on the way. When you're playing this division, basically you want to keep pumping more and more units into the enemy sectors and try to find either a weak spot or a place where you can break through and then entrench and capture the sectors. That's why I basically wanted to start without CV, because I wanted to create an early numerical superiority, so my opponent would be caught off guard. These JPK 90s are very good fire support. Not only they are considered as a tank destroyer, but they cost only 50 points, have 6 armor and have also smoke. One is over here, the one was just killed. My Milan ones missed his Humvee, but I managed to cap the sector. On this side, I pretty much took the sector. The reinforcements in Chinooks came too late. One of them was deployed further back, so not sure if he can get inside the time, but both Chinooks were dead, so he can't reimburse them for money. And my para commandos are now inside his complex, although he has a lot of units over here, so I think he could easily take this back if he tried. And another Fusiliers are just arriving as reinforcements, but he utilized a great position for a fire support, as from this side he can easily fire on any units coming down the road. So this was a mistake on my side that I didn't deploy them or unloaded them much earlier than now, so most likely I'm going to lose them. The Phantom AA went and engaged my F-16 cluster. I went back because I knew he will follow me, so I shot it down with my Mistrals, and now I'm going for the Abrams. He managed to kill my Fusiliers, but I saw what he is bringing. I did not hit his Abramses, but I managed to kill his AA at least. But soon another plane will be airborne, and that will be focusing to kill the Abrams. Now this CV is completely unguarded, so these air rifles will soon be able to kill my CV. But very luckily, I think I would be able to kill his Abrams sooner than he kept the sector. He made a mistake that he moved the Abrams out of the sector, otherwise it will be captured by him. And now the Abrams is dead, and the sector is neutralized, so I get +4 right now. This position was taken successfully. These air rifles did not manage to get engaged into combat, so now I'm pushing right to take the last of the sectors. Now I saw that he got a firm grip of his 2-point sector, and now he's bringing another CV, so I decided to focus my spam into defensive positions. Provinces are very good for defense because they can bring 12-man squads for very cheap price, and these M75s, the Belgian M113s, are good at facing or stunning his pivots or even his infantry. Alpha Jet is coming to kill his command. it's usually able to kill any squad at any size. And now only air rifles remain, so the sector is open for me to take it. He deployed F-15 Eagle, but too late. His sniper is over here, but useless, as it doesn't have any AT. It can only identify any artillery I would have behind, or it can give early intel about my air force, but other than that, he has not much of use for it over there. Now my Belgian reservists are defending the sector. His air rifles are failing to push forward, and now I'm getting the last sector for myself. I also brought Ihawks, and this is where Tremor decided to surrender. As I said, I did many mistakes during this game, but this div is just stupidly broken and it just forgives you so many mistakes. First of all, you have plenty of those M41s. I think you should have way less for the price, or have them more expensive. And also you have a shit ton of the reservists, which are 12-man squads plus Belgian M113 transports are really good with the 2 frontal armor. So I traded a bit better, and my conquest points were so ahead of him that it was almost not impossible, but very difficult to come back for him. So Tremor is currently first lieutenant. His victory ratio is quite high, and I am sergeant with very same victory ratio as he has. Okay guys, so I hope you liked it. I wanted to show you how broken this div is. I don't think I will play it much often. Maybe I'll have some fun games with that, but I don't personally like playing games that are games with divisions that are giving me such an advantage that it's broken. So I think I will pass on that, but maybe Eugen will nerf it in the end. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you like, please subscribe to the channel, and see you next time. Bye bye.